Here's where I am currently on the Moogle polystyrene drawing project. I did a bit of work during the late morning period. And these are the Sharpie markers I plan on using to draw a sort of box prop that I got from a reference image I made by screenshotting one frame of a video on YouTube of Final Fantasy, because that's the franchise where the Moogles come from. I mostly finished the blending and coloring for the antenna that's on top of at least some Moogles' heads. And then I started drawing the box. After deciding how tall to make the box, relative to the Moogle, in order to... The intent of the box is to have a sense of scale for the size of a Moogle in its own respective franchise. And I recall doing that dot in order to officially start drawing the box before then deciding to review the U-Cut video file that made up the October 6th my dinner video. Before uploading it to YouTube. Playing some games of Bloons Tower Defense 6. I recall doing this roughly from 11 in the morning to 1 p.m. around that time. I haven't worked on the Moogle polystyrene drawing project, since making that dot, after looking at an online image to determine how big a Moogle is relative to a human, relative to one of those 50 crates. The 50 crates and the 100 crates are the same size, but the 100 crate has colors that would uses the same colors that I'm using for the sky background behind the Moogle that I drew in front. I recall spending roughly 1 to 2:45 p.m. feeling drowsy because these past few days I only sleep for a few hours at night before waking up naturally, and then I end up feeling tired throughout some portion of the day. Before falling asleep later, when nothing's coming up. And then I get all the sleep that I need. From that, though I don't end up falling asleep at night, typically it'll be earlier than night. And so it doesn't quite fix itself. Roughly from 3:20 p.m. to 4 p.m. Dad and I ate at The King and I, a Thai restaurant within our area. though it's a bit of a drive to get there. We both had water. I had thoughts of getting something different this time. But I ultimately ended up getting the classic pad thai again, since I like the ingredients that's in it. And when it comes to getting food at Asian restaurants, I typically like having some kind of rice or noodles. From what I recall, and out of everything, the pad thai was the most recognizable to me due to its bean sprouts and peanuts. I got a spiciness of 4. Dad got something else. That was essentially a mixed vegetable dish. He got a spiciness of 2, and somehow his food was spicier than mine. He gave me some of his food, which was nice of him. He tried one of the shrimp on my pad thai, since I opted for shrimp for my meat. Got the shrimp pad thai. Here's what I mean by that. And then shortly after we got back, somewhere between 4:30 p.m. and 4:45 p.m., I fell asleep for several hours. And woke up during the middle night period. around 11:15 p.m. From what I recall. Around 8:15 in the morning, I had what was left of the order of fried dough Dad's friend Maggie got for us the other day. And a sort of custom-made Buffalo Bills themed donut that Wegmans made, cream-filled donut, with my second cup of plain coffee, if I recall. Having the first one starting around 7:30 in the morning. Also, while I was having the pad thai at the King and I made an effort to mix in the white rice that the bowl of it that came with the pad thai. Though there was some difficulty in mixing that rice into the pad thai because the noodles are different from the rice. But ultimately I managed to mix it in somewhat, while still being careful to not have anything spill over the dishes I was given.